this area, wherever you'd prefer to look. For me, I had a concussion many years ago, and since then I'm very sensitive to light triggers. So that's why I especially don't watch them, because then it will feel like I've never had a seizure, but it feels like what I imagine it would be like before having a seizure. That's why I have to be careful now at concerts and such. Okay, let's see. How about just stare anywhere on the mic, okay? Anywhere on the mic. I like the sound of the click though. Click, 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 click. Swipe, 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 swipe. Polka, 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 polka. Dot, 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 dot. Polka, 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 polka. Dot, 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 dot. Polka, 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 polka. Dot, 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 dot. Swoop. There's been times where I've tried to, I don't have any nails right now, where I've tried to utilize, let's look, wherever I go, like follow my nose, okay? I've tried watching ASMR videos with light triggers, and they actually can give me tingles, but like, then I still feel like I'm going to like have a seizure. So I don't like specifically when people are doing light triggers and they don't say that they will be doing light triggers in a video, and they just like get right into it without saying, hey, if it's not in the thumbnail or in the video title, and then people just like go straight into it, like at some point in the video. Yeah. It's still reflecting off of my camera. But yeah, I have not seen a video with light triggers in it in a very long time. Oh gosh, in a very long time. Here, let's do a ASMR. Okay, we're done with this trigger now. Next, what should I do next? I wanted to do something, and now I cannot think of it. Oh, I don't, this is something that is like a big pet peeve of mine, but I don't watch videos where people, or listen to ASMR videos where people are saying true crime or horror or paranormal stuff. I would rather just watch that stuff flat out. I haven't seen that type of content in a long time though, actually. But I'll just tell you an experience for this portion of my experience at it's in central Minnesota. It's called the Palmer House Hotel and Pub. And at this place, they even have like outside guests who are well known in the paranormal field come in. But basically, they're at the place, they have like in the basement paranormal investigations. And so me, my mom, aside and had me sit in the corner, like in this random corner of the basement by myself. Could not see a single thing. Couldn't see the person in front of me, the paranormal investigator who brought me to this place. Because yeah, people who volunteered could go to certain areas and see if they saw anything or hear anything. And I didn't know anything about the Palmer House Hotel. I now know that Ghost Adventures has been there twice, and they say it's one of the most haunted places that they've ever been to. It's the first place in Minnesota that had running water, at least the first hotel. Could have been the first place, at least the first hotel. Anyway, and one of the first places. And Sinclair Lewis, or is it C.S. Lewis? I always get them mixed up. Was born and raised in the area. And worked at the Palmer House. Anyway, I didn't know anything about the Palmer House. When I was in this corner, I was seeing visions of a speakeasy, of men gambling, men in suits, and also like very much flapper girl-esque type women, but they were ladies of the night. And they would tap on the shoulders of men, bring them up, and I'm like, it was very brothel vibes. And then when I was telling on people, I was getting touched as well. If you believe in spirits, I kept getting touched, even though I kept telling them not to touch me. Both men that were gambling and drinking, and I also got the vibe that yeah, it was like a speakeasy, but people weren't allowed to drink. But people were still drinking. I was like, hush, hush. And then the women were tapping on me too, but I also felt like the women were jealous of me because they were ladies of the night and they thought I was like there to do business or something. I found out when the paranormal investigator, one of them, when they came back to get me, they had told me that, we can go back to the group and assimilate as a group. And when I had, sorry, I keep looking at my mic setup. I feel like I need to fix it. Okay, I'll do that real quick so it doesn't fall over. But anyway, when I was telling this paranormal investigator about what I had seen and what I was hearing, they're like, yeah, that's all true. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, before this was a hotel, it used to be a brothel. And also people did like gambling, including illegal gambling, and like during the Prohibition, people were likely drinking down here. As I don't know if it meant like the basement area or like in the lobby area. I don't know. But she's like, yeah, there used to be a brothel, and that got burned down. The brothel hotel got burned down before it was built into just a hotel. And yeah, it was especially apparently known for being a place where people, because it didn't seem like, it was weird, it felt like people were there, but people didn't stay there permanently. Right, I guess it's a hotel, but she said, yeah, it's a place where a lot of people would stop in between, like for traveling on the train, people would stop there, because it was one of the first places, if not the first place, to have at least running water as a hotel in Minnesota. So people would stop there, like businessmen, and back when the brothel was still there, then men would go to the brothel. People would stop there though before heading to the Twin Cities area, the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. So yeah, she said everything I said was correct. I'm like, oh. And I didn't know about anything. I didn't do any research beforehand, but I was getting the visuals of it. And I could like smell the smoke and the alcohol. smells like. I wonder if it smells like coconut and pear, because it actually does smell like coconut and pear. Accidentally put it in my mouth. Let's go like this on the top, back, forth, and the bottom. And what we're gonna do is actually, I can't actually do that. I can't actually do that because it is slippery now. Okay, I'm just gonna put that aside then. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo. Don't forget the indigo, purple. That doesn't sound good, I don't think. That sounds good at all, actually. But I like chaotic videos, but just not when it's like only one trigger at a time. Like, then you're just like moving on to the next thing, like going like this, and not even going back to it or anything like that. And it's like also when people can't just like stay in one spot for a little bit. If you're going fast, you can still go like this and tap really fast. You don't have to be like, all over the place like this, because I feel like that's probably not very relaxing. But maybe it is for some people. Sometimes it can be. Maybe it isn't. And people are talking really fast. But my natural state for talking is talking very fast, unfortunately. So even when I try to talk really slow in videos. And see right here. Let's open. See what this is too slow. So now I gotta go like that, and I have to keep going. And now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go. I'm gonna move this back here. I'm gonna move this right here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with some water. I also don't like people to diversify their triggers, which I guess in this case I am. But it's like then you're doing too much like at once, and you're not really focusing. Focus right here. Now focus, follow my finger. Follow my fingers and fingers. Snap. Actually, apparently a lot of the people that watch my content really like the slower triggers, actually, which is interesting because I feel like I actually go pretty medium pace, maybe more leaning sometimes on the fast triggers. Now we're gonna be done with that. Now we're just gonna go right straight to this one. I'm not going to open it or else it's gonna cause issues, and this isn't going to be very quick that I'm doing all this. Wait, what? It's gonna be very quick. It's not gonna be very quick. See, that's the thing. My mind can't think. And I'm forgetting to breathe, so I need to be able to breathe as well. So for the ASMR creator, if there's somebody who holds their breath when they're doing certain triggers, especially if they're fast, and if they're talking fast and they're doing too much at once, then it can be like, what are you doing? Like here, I can trace these, but I have to go really fast, and it's going to be inaccurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a circle in the middle. And here it says NFL. Sponsor, not a sponsor. Sponsor, not a sponsor. Okay. Now we're going to go into the last trigger. Oh, I forgot to go to this. Anyway. Okay, slap. Oh, did you hear my back crack? That felt nice. Anyway. Okay, y'all, don't get mad. Okay, most people, I feel like, who already watch me know I am not at all religious, but I am very spiritual. Hence the tattoo, tarot. But I don't know why these keep getting recommended to me, because I hit do not recommend, no offense. But the Bible, like people read the Bible, that's fine if you listen to it, but I'm like, I don't watch that content. And I keep saying for it to not be recommended to me, and channels to not be recommended to me, but they continuously get recommended to me. So here's some of the most popular Bible verses. Is it Psalm, P-S-A-L-M? I never know how people say it. Is it Psalm, right? Psalm 23:4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort healing. And it's like, he literally healed people. Did he do something similar to that? Like, I don't think he'd be accepted in today's day and age, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, sorry. I have thoughts. But, we have Psalm 23:1. Psalm is apparently the most popular form. Oh, I don't know, it says the most popular New Testament chapter, though, is tied between 1 Corinthians 13 and Philippians 4. Sure. Actually, you know what? Let's go to John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. So that means if you don't believe in him, yeah, you're fresh out of luck. Okay. Oh, clicked on something. Okay. Psalm 23:3. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Psalm 23:2. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. I went on a nature walk yesterday, oh my god, and it was like at night and there was nobody at the park, and usually when I go to that park there's always people there, and it was weird, because literally even at one point there's always somebody that shows up, and there was nobody who showed up, and it was beautiful. Anyway, Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Does that mean he doesn't work for those who don't? Doesn't he work for everybody? Christians, let me know. Doesn't he work for everybody even if you're not Christian? Or is it really not like that? You have to believe. And I feel like I hear people say one thing and then the other thing. I'm like, which one is it? I don't know. Where was I? Wait, which one was it? John 4:16. No, Romans 12. Where was I? Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. If you're not called, does that mean you're not going to heaven? Let me know, peoples. Philippians 4:13. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. I will say something that's a pet peeve of mine is when people, like, you see these athletes at the Olympics who like win medals, who plays really well, and they'll be like, it's all because of God. Like, you don't think it's any part because of your own effort and will? Can it be both? Like, isn't it also because you put in effort and you tried hard? Like, you're not giving yourself any validation. Anyway, last one. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. If only it were that easy, right? Okay, I'll leave it at that. Christians, don't come for me, please. It's okay, you can be Christian. I don't, again, for the triggers I hate, I'm more so annoyed because I'm like, YouTube, I keep saying, don't recommend, this isn't my thing. But if it helps people, I guess, feel calm and relaxed, then sure, why not? Anyway, don't know if that was left on a weird note, but I will leave it at that. You probably weren't expecting that, were you? Unless you saw the timestamps, but I love you all so much. And, if you cast all your anxiety onto me, then I'll just be